Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one we're calling Casey Council Update Part 2. But before I get into that, I just want to say a massive thank you once again to everyone who's reached out, sent me information, liked, commented and subscribed on the videos. You're all legends, you're fighting the fight with me. Thank you very much. It appears that our fight back against Casey is starting to get heard, and there has been some backpedaling by the Casey Council. If they backpedal any further, they'll end up back in the wild, wild west. The council have now updated their website as of January 7, which took pretty much 2 days to update. Didn't come out to me till the 9th. Their website's 2 days slow, and this is what they're now saying on their website. Just bear with me while I read through the information I got. I'll put it up on the screen here. Okay, this is the private land use permits and the Casey Community Local Law, updated 7 January 2025. There has recently been some inaccurate information published online regarding Council's private land use permit, which we acknowledge has led to confusion among some of our community. You do not require a permit when completing minor repairs on your car on your private property, such as an oil change, belt change, or water refill. You can also freely use a caravan on your private land without a permit for up to 2 weeks at a time within a 2-month period. Unfortunately, due to this misinformation, our customer service team and councillors have been subjected to unacceptable, threatening behaviour. We request that you treat all council staff members with respect so we can help you with your inquiry. Don't abuse the staff. They just work there. It's nothing to do with them. It's the councillors that we're fighting. We need to direct this at the councillors. We have updated the information on our website, including new facts to help clarify where permits could be required. Casey Community Local Law. Council understands there is misinformation and confusion regarding role and purpose of the Casey Community Local Law and its purpose. The Casey Community Local Law aims to provide for the peace, order and good government of the municipality, provide an environment free from hazards so our residents can enjoy a good quality of life, prevent nuisances that may affect the enjoyment of life within the community. It also prevents impacts on the health, safety and welfare of our residents. The private land use permit sits within the Casey Community Local Law and has been in place for several decades to protect the health, peace and safety of our community. The permit is common in many councils across Victoria and is not unique to Casey. Now, just remembering this, several decades, it didn't include all the other rubbish that you've just added in mid-2024. That is all new. There may have been a nuisance, loud noise part of the policy, but not this new stuff. Community Local Law Review 2023. In 2023, in consultation with the Casey community, Council developed the Community Local Law 2023, which replaced the Community Local Law 2018 and the Asset Protection Law Local Law 2016. In 2024, Council adopted the Community Local Law 2023. I don't know what that means. No changes had been made to the local law permit and it remains the same as it was in the previous Community Local Law 2018. Council currently has just 20 local law permits for private land use. Most of these are to keep a long or heavy vehicle on a property. What is the permit for? The permit is in place to manage nuisance behaviour that disrupts the well-being of the community. This includes large, long trucks parked on private property, creating noise at inappropriate hours or causing damage to nature strips. Individuals living in caravans on private properties for extended periods of time, leading to potential health or water waste concerns. Private properties hoarding old cars which negatively affect the appearance of the street. What the permit is not for. The permit is not in place to restrict or limit residents working on their cars or motorbikes or family or friends visiting and staying in a caravan on holidays. When you need to apply for a permit, using a recreational vehicle, example off-road go-karts or mini bikes on private property, temporary storing a shipping container in a residential area, storing long heavy vehicles, example large trucks, storing more than 2 unregistered vehicles. This is just the same rubbish that they've had before. Then it gets to this. A permit is not required to complete minor repairs on your car on your private property, such as oil changes or belt charges. They can't even spell. It's meant to be changes. Or to use caravans for up to 2 weeks on private property. For more information on the different permits, please visit our permits page. No, because they're all ludicrous. Now, getting to what they've put on their website. They are backtracking, especially on servicing of vehicles regarding oil changes, refilling water, vacuuming, everything that everyone's commented of the silly things. Oh, do I need to do this? Do I need a permit for this? They've now erased all that. They're saying you don't need a permit for this, but don't forget that originally that is what they wanted us to do. Now, if we didn't stand up and fight this, 100% this would have become a thing. Because we're fighting it, they're backtracking. And this would have been enforced on everyone. Everyone. Because there would be a minority out there who would apply for these, and the council would be thinking, oh look, these silly fools are falling for this scheme. Let's just roll it out for everyone. And who's to say whoever applied, paying their $150 application fee, they could have just knocked back pocket the money. They're giggling like fat little schoolgirls. Now I've got something here that's from the Casey crime page. And this is the amendments they made over an 11-day period, starting on the 23rd of December, and then they let it slide to the 1st, and then in a 4-day period, 3 times they changed the wording. They've been making changes on the fly. They're making changes as the temperature rises. Now, I'm not going to go through and read all this out again because I've been through it in the previous video. If you want to have a look at what it actually says and what changes have been made, it's been marked on there. Pause the video, screenshot the video at this stage so you can have a look and have a read through and just see the changes and the wording that they've changed over an 11-day period to suit themselves to try and get the heat off their back. I just want to mention as well, thanks to everyone who's mentioned, hey, I should run for council. That's not really who I am, but I have been contacted by a local state MP and he would like to meet with me and discuss because they are also not happy with the Casey Council. I hope to have a meeting with them sometime next week and I will let you know how that goes once it's happened. Just in summing up, we're getting our area back on track, but the job has only just begun. If we ease down a bit, they're just as likely to chuck it all back in again and go for round 2. So we need to be up for the fight. Also remember, the Casey Council meeting is at Bunjil Place, 18th of Feb at 7:30. We should all be able to do what we want, when we want, on our own properties, within reason, without being harassed by a council and trying to extort money off us. We should have our freedoms and not be engrossed in this money-making scheme. That's all I've got for you this one, just a short one. Keep up the good fight. We're getting there, we're making progress. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.